All right. Next Patreon request, and this one comes from my good friend, the Mount Vernon Kid, aka Chris. Thanks, brother. And Chris basically sent me a lot of Patreon requests, and this is the one I wanted to do first. Basically, a pitch for a Hawkeye season 2 that we will probably not get. But I have two different pitches, and we'll get into both in a bit. But before we do that, as always, if you guys would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link in the description box below. Head on over to my Patreon, hit the second tier. That'll allow you access to do so, as well as check out all the exclusive stuff over on my Patreon, as well as check out the stuff that is on the first tier. Anyway, so let's get started with the video. So I don't think we'll get Hawkeye Season 2 for a multitude of reasons. Jeremy Renner said that they paid him less, and also it's been kind of talked about that Renner might not be that nice of a guy. Who knows? But we're not here to talk about that. So as I said, I've got two different pitches for how a Hawkeye Season 2 could go. Either or of these could work. So we're going to do a Renner one, and we're going to do one of a Haley Steinfeld one. So basically we're going to do a Clint version and a Kate Bishop version. So let's actually do the Clint version first. So in this Clint version, we pick up shortly after the events of season 1. You know, Clint is retired. He's married. You know, he's still got his wife and kids and everything. And he's just kind of living the good life. He's no longer an Avenger. He's heard about all the other stuff going on in the world. And he's just like, that sucks. Doesn't involve me. I got a family now. I earned this life of mine. Like, I earned everything. Until one night when his family, his house, is beset upon by like these black op agents, and Clint has to like grab the bow and defend his family. But also remember, his wife is was Mockingbird in this continuity. So Hawkeye and Mockingbird, you know, Bobby gets into the fight as well. So they defend their kids, and they're like, they grab one agent and are like, who sent you? Was it like Hydra? Was this like, who could be behind wanting me dead? And that's when a second wave comes flying in. But this time, the family gets saved by Clint's brother, Barney Barton. And Clint is not happy to see his brother at all. He's just like, hey, man, why the hell are you here? You are not, you're not welcome. I told people you were dead because I hated you that much. And Barney reveals that, like, hey, we're kind of being hunted. So can you like get in the truck, get your family in the truck, and I will explain everything. So they all pack up into Barney's truck. They're driving away, and Barney's just like, hey, so we're getting whitewashed here. We're compromised. So it's basically revealed that Barney, Bobby, and Clint were part of like a SHIELD Black Ops team that were basically used for wet works. Like, they took out like high profile targets, some allies, some not, to other nations. They had done all this kind of like really dirty shit for people. For SHIELD, and sometimes for other government agencies at points. So now it's been revealed that the director of this group, the director of the former SHIELD agency, is now transferred over to the CIA. He's basically like, I'm just cleaning house and making sure none of this can get back to me. Especially like a few jobs that were pulled in Symkaria. So the Symkarian jobs were basically like, there was a delegate who was going to remove from the United Nations and pull U.S. aid, convince the UN to like pull U.S. forces out of Symkaria so they could have a better hold in the Middle East. The SHIELD that director sent in Barney, Clint, and Bobby to take him out. They ended up killing his whole family because the kids saw, and they had to like clean house on that. So now it's been revealed on that, and the person who was the former director of that Black Ops group is William Cross, aka Crossfire. So there you go. He's not really he's kind of a Hawkeye villain, but I thought it'd be kind of neat to have the overarching villain be Crossfire. He's also a ex-CIA, ex-Shield sniper. He's also led missions, and his code name was Crossfire, because no matter where you went, you were always caught up in it. So Crossfire is hunting them down, leading to Clint being forced to be with his family again, reunite with all of his family. And also we get some stuff with Mockingbird too, because once we had that reveal that Linda Cardellini's character was Mockingbird, I was like, damn, I wish we got more with her now. But yeah, so that's the Clint Barton pitch. That's like the elevator roof. That's the elevator pitch for a season 2 involving Hawkeye, with Clint Barton Hawkeye. Now, like I said, I do have another pitch that involves Kate Bishop. So Kate Bishop's storyline would be Kate Bishop's pitch would be she's moved to LA. Like, we're doing the Kelly Thompson run. The Jeff Lemire Kelly Thompson run in a way. So basically, she's moved to LA and is now opening up. She's trying to make her own in LA. She's got a few clients here and there, but she's not really doing the whole Avenger thing, which she really wants to do. Until one night when she gets caught up in a weapons trade, and it's a weapons trade, and it really goes sideways. Because the two factions that were doing the weapons trade, they think the other, because of Kate's interference, they think that one is backstabbed the other, and now it's just an entire gang war in LA. And in here, Kate's going to have two competitive forces against her. So Kate has to take on two different villains and two different gangs. That being Madame Mask, because Madame Mask was a former she's an Iron Man villain, like a C-list Iron Man villain, but she's also been used a lot as Kate's nemesis in some cases. So to bring back Madame Mask, I think would be kind of the perfect idea. And the other villain is Count Nefaria. So Count Nefaria is a really cool villain. He's like an Avengers level threat, but he's more like a kind of he's more of a I wouldn't say thug, more of a crime boss, and he's basically been trying to carve out the West Coast because Kingpin owns all that, but he wants to have his own criminal empire, and in doing so, forge all of that. Maybe even get references to the Maggia. I would even say have references to, again, the Maggia, Silvermane, Tombstone, all of them. But now Kate basically sparked a gang war between Nefaria and Madame Mask, and she's basically now caught in the middle of it trying to stop it, while also both groups are kill that one. So you would have Kate trying her best to rectify what she's accidentally done, and again having her go up against arguably the person who's kind of her archenemy with Madame Mask, but also have her go 1v1 with Count Nefaria, who is, again, he can literally go toe-to-toe with Thor. So have that kind of power would be really cool. And I know someone's going to say, well, if he's that powerful, why doesn't he take out Kingpin? I know, that's kind of a thing that's always been in a case with comics, with Marvel Comics, is that if Count Nefaria is that powerful, why isn't he killing Kingpin, throwing the fat boy out the window? There's a lot of rules and things like that. And also no one really knows how to write Count Nefaria. So I've kind of utilized that. Maybe Kate brings that up, where Kate is this guy's all powerful and he won't touch the fat guy in New York. What's going on? But anyway, I think this would also be, if this was to be a Kate Bishop show, I would call it Hawkeye and Black Widow, because I would have Yelena be a part of this too. Yelena, Kate either calls in Yelena for help, or Yelena gets wrapped up in it because she's doing some new Avengers, new Avengers stuff, trying to go undercover and break and stop Count Nefaria. Even have that Nefaria is a new Avengers villain, he was their first big villain in the 18-month gap. Basically have that Nefaria had done battle with the new Avengers a few times, but he's always gotten away either through legality or he just beats their ass. And then leaves. So have it that Yelena was trying to like secretly disrupt Nefaria's network, and Kate Bishop ruined it. So now Hawkeye and Black Widow are embroiled in this, and maybe even get the new Avengers in too. Again, assuming what happens to them in, we'll see what happens to them in Avengers Doomsday / Secret Wars. But that's kind of, again, the elevator pitch for those two separate seasons. So you got more of a spy thriller with the Clint Barton storyline, or this Clint Barton pitch, and this one's more fun, superhero, and also like everyone who watched that scene that with the one episode of Kate and Yelena just fighting each other, and also they had great chemistry. I was begging for a Hawkeye and Black Widow show with those two characters. So that's pitch number 2. Not just Hawkeye series, but Hawkeye and Black Widow with Yelena and Kate being forced to like get out of this situation. So you have more of a fun pitch with that one. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of these pitches for a Hawkeye season 2? Do you guys like them, hate them? Just comment below, let me know. And Chris, thank you again for the Patreon request as well as continued patronage. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.